why I support Damon Dash's message about the employee versus boss mentality. There's a video on YouTube, and also I first came to notice of this video on Facebook, and I decided to go and look around YouTube and see if they have the original clipping. And I managed to find one video. You can, when you're at your spare time after you pause this video or finish watching it, go check it out and see whether or not you support it or disagree with it. I mainly support his video because I'm kind of in his situation where he's a business owner. He built his stuff from the ground up. And that's what I'm trying to do as a technician who works with computers, to start my own business, because I realize working for a corporate American way, yeah, it gets you the experience, but you don't have ownership. You don't have control of your work or of yourself. You're tied into this corporation. Seems like 24/7, 7 days a week, until they no longer need you. And then when they don't no longer need you, then what are you going to do? They will fire you, or they'll ask you to resign. If you resign from a company, you can't collect unemployment. If you get terminated, or if they lay you off, you can get unemployment. You may get penalized for X amount of time, or the amount depending on where you live at, which state, and what statutes they have. But it only lasts for so long. You can only stay on it for a certain amount of time because they want people to go back to working a 9 to 5. And the reason why I like his message and why I support it is because not only I'm trying to come up, but also you got to have something to pass down to your children if you have children, or you want to have a legacy, whereas you have something that, let's say your relatives, they look at your life and say, hey, CG built his own company from the ground up. He has a legacy. He has something to pass down to. What else I wanted to say about this having your own? It's important because you have something to show for it. It's like owning a house. If you own a house, you'll take care of it. You can say, this is my home. Whereas you renting an apartment, you're only paying rent and have nothing to show for with it. You're making the landlord rich while you're making yourself poor. And you have really nothing, like I said, show for it, and you're making yourself live beyond your means in some cases if you have other expenses. So having your own is important. Having something to pass down to is important. Having control over your destiny is important. That's what I'm trying to do. I know some people may not like my approach, but that's their problem, not mine. I went through the corporate American model years ago. Will I do it again? I don't know if I can do it again. Not saying I don't want to work, but when that job no longer needs you, what are you going to do, folks? That's something, while you're on these jobs, you need to think about it. You need to have a plan B, C, D, F, E, you know, all the way down the alphabet. Numeric, alpha, numeric. Therefore, you have something to fall back on in case plan B fails. You have plan C to back you up. So you always have some kind of income coming into your home, into your life. Just sitting around waiting for somebody to give you something ain't gonna get it done. When, let's just say you work for a company, you want to take a day off. You can't just tell the boss, okay, I want to take off tomorrow and the rest of the week. They say, okay, well, here's your papers, or you can take the rest of the day off and the rest of the week, and we no longer need you. What are you gonna do? Come back next week and beg for your job back? By then, they probably filled the position that you left. So these are things you need to kind of take into consideration as to why you should have your own, and why owning your own business and having your own business is important, and especially in this economy. And I think the question that I think one of the DJs asked, I think it was DJ Envy, he was asking what do people can do if they don't have the opportunity. And Damon Dash immediately shut him down. You can go check out the video. Everybody has the opportunity, especially now with the internet and with the computers, with the e-commerce. You have every opportunity to make money for yourself. And I agree with them. And that's what I'm trying to do with social media, trying to do with my little computer business, is to make money for myself so I can have something to fall back on. Whereas only person I have to be accountable for is myself and no one else. Really myself and for my family. So that's why I wanted to have my own. So I can show forth and have something to fall back on. So without me rambling on, it's getting close to 6 minutes. I'm going to cut this video short. Let me know what you guys think. And please check out Dame Dash's video on YouTube, or you can Google it, or if you have Facebook and you see it floating around, just spend some time watching the video in its entirety and watch it again. Because he drops a lot of information, a lot of important information in that 7-minute clip. I just wish they could have just played the whole interview, but that part is important. The boss versus employee mentality. We've been conditioned since we were young in grade school all the way up to college to work for somebody and not for yourself. They don't teach entrepreneurship in schools anymore, which they need to start offering that curriculum in the college level, in the high school level, and even in grade school level. How to balance your book, how to balance your checkbook, home economics. These sort of skills and trades you can use to start a business. We're taught math, science, engineering, English literature, that sort of jazz. It's fine. It makes you well-rounded, but you need something more than just those subjects. You need to be able to survive at the end of the day and able to eat and feed your families and also keep money in your pocket as well. And that's something that the educational system in the United States is not doing, is providing those basic necessities, which is what made this country great. It was why why people come here for opportunities, is because the forefathers, regardless of their situation, we know they owned slaves. We know they didn't particularly like certain groups of people, but they built from the ground up, and they came here with nothing in some cases, and they managed to become successful by building the business, setting up the rules and regulations for people to go by. And if you're successful and can figure it out, you can be successful in your own business. So I'm going to end this video. Let me know what you guys think. I know I rambled long enough. Until then, I don't know which channel I'm going to post it on. I might post it on my regular channel, or I might post it on my computer channel. Until then, take care. Peace.